Tool is a band that is quite different. Their music takes a typical mathematical approach, but dials it to 11. It's almost everywhere. This is most evident in their song Lateralis. Pay attention to the upcoming verses and see if you recognize any patterns. If, for whatever reason, you murmured to yourself that, hey, that's the Fibonacci sequence, then you'd be correct. The Fibonacci series is a series of numbers in which each successive number in the sequence is obtained by adding the two previous numbers in the sequence. The sequence is named after the Italian mathematician Fibonacci. The sequence starts with 0 and 1 and proceeds forth as 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, and so on. If we look at the syllable progression, the Fibonacci sequence shines through. Funny enough, the first verse repeats itself before moving on to the next, reflecting yet another layer to the Fibonacci pattern within the song. That new verse also climbs up to an 8-syllable string, and then transitions into the pre-chorus, which starts at 13 syllables. From there, it climbs back down. Interestingly enough, the patterns don't just end at the verses. If we look at the time signatures within the song and the chorus, they move in signatures of 9/8, 8/8, and 7/8. If we take out the denominators for each and leave it as 9/8/7, that becomes the 16th number within the Fibonacci sequence. If you take the numbers from the Fibonacci sequence and map them across tiles, creating an arc connecting each opposite corner, you get the Fibonacci spiral. This spiral forms an approximation of the golden spiral, which is a reflection of the golden ratio. This ratio appears everywhere in nature, such as spiral galaxies, hurricanes, and that weird snail shell thing. Anyway, if you take an approximation of the ratio, you get 1.618. In the song, vocals begin at 1 minute and 37 seconds. Or 1.618 minutes. Overall, this song takes these things and applies them to the central theme. The singer feels burdened by the things he cannot control. Instead of him driving the forces of the universe, he's driven by them. At the same time, he has a spiritual connection to it, one he chooses not to investigate, but to instead embrace.